welcome to my channel. I have not had a YouTube in years. I used to have like a personal YouTube years ago, tried it like 3 different times, and yeah, I suppose just kind of gave up. Life happened, and now I have started a BookTok, and I thought I'd try like YouTube, a bit more long format content. So with that being said, I'm going to be doing the Booktube Newbie Tag. So I thought it'd be a great first video just to answer sort of like some questions, so you can get to know like who I am, why I'm here, a little bit about me really. I have no idea what I'm doing with this channel. I have a few ideas in the works, but ultimately I'm not really sure. I'm just here to have a good time, have a chat, all the vibes. So the first question is, why did you start this channel? I started this channel just to have a little bit of fun. Like, I love watching YouTube videos, especially like booktube videos. I think they are just the funnest things. They are just like the funnest things to watch, because you've got like your favourite content creators and your favourite type of videos to watch. Also, don't peek the nails. But in a long content format, so I absolutely love that. Back to pepper 0. Also, this is my makeshift like thing. All the other books are in like boxes, so until we move out and have our own place, like later in the year, this is just gonna have to do. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to BookTube? I think that's a hard one, because I feel like everyone's got sort of very similar ideas, but obviously everyone is so unique as well. Like, everyone has their own different personalities. I've seen there's a lot of like American booktubers, so I think maybe like I know a few British ones, but putting like a British spin on it. But also everyone, like I said, has their different personalities and likes different books as well. Like, I watch some booktubers that like so many books the same as me, and then there's just some that I just cannot get behind and they absolutely love. Like, so I think it's all subjective, isn't it? Like, I think that's what makes it fun. What are you most excited for about this new channel? I think the community, like majority of the BookTok community is just so fun and like brings together. So I think just the community, just getting to know people, and also like being able to share my recommendations about books. Like, I absolutely love books and I love buying books. I'm a physical book gal. So yeah, I'm just excited to share my opinions, to be honest. Why do you love reading? I love reading because I've always liked reading since I was a girl. Like, I think Jacqueline Wilson is definitely what got me into reading as a kid, but it's just an escape. And like, I mean obviously not everyone has the same brain, but in my brain when I read, it's like a movie playing out in my head. It's like in front of my eyes but behind my eyes, if that makes sense. And that just sort of like takes you away from reality, and you just sort of, you get to delve into stuff that obviously is fiction, but obviously is quite exciting as well, like dragons and not in real life, like the dark romance vibes. Majority of us would not like that to happen to us in real life, but reading about it sort of like can take you there without the danger. What book or series got you into reading? So obviously, like I said, Jacqueline Wilson, I absolutely loved that as a kid. But also, like, thinking back on it as an adult now, a lot of her books were quite not dark, but had some dark elements. Like, I remember one, I think it was called My Sister Jodie, where her sister I think passed away. Like, I don't know if she like ended herself, I can't remember the exact plot, but I just know that like her sister had gone. And obviously then you've got like Tracy Beaker, who was obviously abandoned by her mum. She was like an orphan, and yeah, there's sort of like some dark themes that I know, but I think, yeah, I obviously liked that as a kid. And I used to love the Princess Diary series as well, which is like completely opposite, but that's my reading style. Like, I could love the cutest wholesome romance, but also like the filthiest, dirtiest smut. What questions would you ask your favourite booktubers? Oh my god, I would ask them what got them into reading actually, and like what their favourite book of all time is. Like, if they could only pick one book that they were only ever able to recommend to someone, what would that be? Like, I would love to know that. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? Mine is, I sort of like worry about what everyone else thinks of me, which obviously like sets off my anxiety and stuff like that. So I think it's that, and also like, I don't know, like, but do you know when people in real life like find your accounts? Obviously like I'm not at school anymore, so like that isn't as much of a worry as it used to be for me, but like family members and stuff, I think sometimes it can be a little bit awkward if they bring it up in person, and then it's like, oh, and then you feel like you're being watched and you can't like be yourself, if that makes sense. When did you start reading? As soon as I could, like in school in primary. I don't remember what age I just learned to read, but I remember always reading in primary, and like a UK thing in primary schools we used to have, I think it was like the Magic Key or something, but you had like Biff, Chip, like if anyone from the UK, like if you know, you know. And I remember like reading The Faraway Tree. I used to love that as a kid, and so as long as I can remember, to be honest, I've always loved books. Where do you read? Usually either on the way home when to work, like read in the car when Jack's driving, that's my partner, or usually I'm reading in bed. What kind of books do you like to read? All kinds. I am a diverse girly, like I love a romance. I do love dark romances. I think they're not for everybody, obviously, but it's just something about like the danger, I suppose. I also love a thriller. I haven't read a thriller in a while, probably in a couple of years, but I have got some thrillers in my physical TBR and also on my TBR list to read, so I'm excited to get into those. What does your book collection look like? So it's a bit all over the place at the moment. So I've got some on the shelves, obviously I've got some here, I've got some in boxes and stuff, and potentially like one day I will do like a show of my books and like all the bookshelves and stuff when we obviously get our own place and set that up. But for now you're just gonna have to look at this little sad small pile, although like I said there is sort of like a mixture all over the bedroom. That is the end of the Booktube Newbie Tag. Thank you for watching if you made it this far. If you didn't, then you don't know what I'm saying anyway. But I have got exciting videos to come. I've got some ideas already, but if there's anything specific that you guys want to see, please let me know. Like, I'm open to suggestions. I will link my BookTok and my Bookstagram and my Goodreads in the bio. And yeah, I can't wait to connect.